What's up YouTube? It's Mike here, back with another video. I'm gonna just give you some updates today on some fish that I've been moving around and a few new arrivals. So let's go through them now. For starters, I moved my two Xingu Peacock Bass to the 1100. So I'll show you some clips of that now. And also I moved my silver arowana. So first I moved the Peacock Bass. I really wanted to make sure that the other bass didn't pick on them too bad, and the other bass did seem to follow them around a little bit and check them out, you know, make sure, you know, they were curious for sure, but I didn't see any real bullying. So far so good, but I'll do some updates of them now because it's been about a week since I added them. So also added the silver arowana. I've had this silver arowana for about a year now. I'd say he's about 15 inches, something like that. He's a slow grower compared to some of the other silver arowanas that I've kept and grown out. But he did grow big enough that I felt he was okay to go into the 1100. So we threw him in and he has been doing great also. And I watched him really carefully. And as you can see, the arowana is doing great. Looks like he's hungry because he's glass surfing a bit. And as you can see also, there's both of the smaller peacock bass that we put in. And they've been doing well. I haven't noticed them compete for food yet. I'm not too worried about it. They were very fat when I put them in, and they still have bellies and they haven't eaten in days. So that they're healthy enough. They just gotta settle in and they'll start learning to compete for food. I'm pretty confident in that. I do notice that the one that is slightly larger, excuse me cat, I noticed that the one that is slightly larger still picks on the other one. I hoped that that bullying would end when he was moved into here, but it has not stopped. So I do have to keep an eye on that. Nothing seems to be bothering them except for they do bicker a little bit. Like I said, the bigger one picks on the slightly smaller one. But it doesn't seem to be too serious. Obviously, they don't look stressed out or nothing. They're a little skittish, but they were always skittish. And it's gotten so much better in this tank where they can't bump into anything. I'm not as worried about them spooking and getting hurt in any way. But of course, I think the arowana is the best part of this. I really missed having an arowana in this big tank ever since I lost the last one. So this is exciting to have, to be able to have the dragon back in here. And if you can picture it, in the future, to have 4 to 5, probably not 6, but 4 to 5, a couple silver arowanas and maybe 3 albinos. I'm not sure how I'll end up doing it, but that would be really cool to have a school of arowana in this tank. So that's the future. Quick update on the 180 quarantine tank. I have moved my Florida gar over to here. The goal is to start feeding him live to try to get him to eat, because he did stop eating for me a while ago. He has been on a hunger strike for long enough, so I gotta try some convicts with him. So I've moved him over here. I also have 2 Temensis bass here. And they were not getting along with any of my arowana, so they were picking on them so bad that I will not be able to keep these guys. My plan was to keep these 2 with my other bass, obviously, in the 1100, but that is not going to work out, so I am probably just going to sell them. It's unfortunate because I was really excited to keep Temensis. It's definitely my favorite bass, but oh well, that's not going to work out. Also, the Arapaima is in here, and this is all he does. He still swims into these corners. As you can see, he has grown quite a bit, but he just constantly swims into these back corners. It's very annoying. He's also kind of a picky eater. Maybe that's my own fault. I just kept trying to feed him different things until he would take them, and he finally started taking tilapia, and that's now all he seems to want to eat, so I'm gonna have to start trying to gut load it. But he has grown a lot, as you guys can see, And yeah, I guess he's doing fine. I wish I got to see him better. I'm hoping he grows out of this swimming into the corner stage, because it's horrible. I never get to see him. Couldn't have picked a worse corner too. It's a dark tank. So I do have a couple of new pickups. I have another albino silver arowana, which I am in love with this one. He's really quite yellow. I don't have a light on this tank. He definitely stands out against, when I look at my other albino silver arowanas, they're a little bit bigger than him, but they're not as yellow, they're more orange. So this is pretty cool. I'm excited to see what he does. I don't know if I will keep all 6 of my arowana long term. I might end up rehoming some. Other new pickup is this little Leo hybrid. He is pretty awesome. He's doing very well. He's eating really well, and I am excited for this guy. He ate literally 2 minutes after adding him to the tank, and he's an aggressive eater. So I love it. He's eating very good. He's eating 3 times a day. Really excited. I've always wanted a black ray. So I knew I had these 2 coming in, so what I did was I cleared this tank out, and I was able to quarantine both that little ray pup and this new albino silver arowana in this tank. I added 2 big sponges over here with a divider and the heater, of course, so that way the ray cannot get at any of that stuff, and especially can't get at the heater, so very important. So here is the fun part. I, as you guys know from earlier, moved the bass and the silver arowana out of this tank. I gave it almost a week to make sure that there was no problems with the arowana or with the bass in the big tank, and they've been doing just fine. So I moved my Arowana Gang over to here. So I think all 4 of them are gonna do well together. The littlest one I was a little worried about also, but I think he'll be okay. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on them, and eventually once that other albino grows out a little bit and goes through quarantine for a few weeks, I will toss that one in here as well. It'll be very cool to watch the 5 of them grow. It's like an Arowana Gang. On a quick, rather sad note, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you already know this, but my flower horn that I added to this tank ended up passing away. I'm not sure exactly how long he was in the tank, I can't remember, but he was doing well and he was eating, but I'm not sure why he ended up dying. There was no visible injuries on him, but I was very sad. He was almost 3 years old and he had a lot of personality. I really enjoyed that fish, so it was a very sad loss. I can't help but feel responsible for that because it happened so shortly after moving him. So I really feel bad. I wonder if it was stress related or something like that. The other possibility was it could have been some kind of digestive issue. I did notice on his body that he looked like he may have been constipated, but I can't really tell. He had already passed at that point, so I can't know for sure. But anyway, I wanted to update you guys on that. It is a very sad thing. The tank is doing fine other than that, but yep, rest in peace, Herman. So I want to thank you guys as always for watching the videos, and this video was actually supposed to be a ray video, so I'm gonna make the stingray video next. I figure I will do a video just on the stingrays and kind of go over, give them a little bit more attention than I usually do. That is the plan. Also wanted you guys to check out the shirts I had made. Now, I had a limited amount of them made and I never really put them up for sale, but I had a lot of people message me and still want them, so I was really thankful for the support. And I'll let you check out the back. So it's got the logo on it, and I think it's really badass. So I was really psyched to have shirts. Thought it was really cool how many people wanted to support me, and I don't know, you guys can let me know if you guys are interested in them. Maybe I'll get a second round done. I might just get a second round done just because I like them and I want a bunch for myself. But if I do a second round, I'm just gonna make them at cost. So whatever it costs me each shirt to have made, that's what I would sell them for. And I hope you guys understand that. I can't afford to give a bunch of shirts away, but which I did give a lot of shirts away to some close friends and family as it was. But I can't afford to just give them away, but I don't care to make anything off them, so I will sell them at cost. If anybody's interested, when the second batch comes out, I will let you guys know, because I do think I am gonna go for a second batch of them. I do like them, I like having them, and enough people seem to like them also. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.